Welcome to this webinar about the role of Agile Scrum Product Owner. My name is Jan Smeur and I work at the EXIN Marketing Department. Last month, on April 3, we launched a new exam, the Agile Scrum Product Owner. This certification was developed in partnership with several of our accredited training providers, and maybe some of them are actually in this webinar. So welcome to you guys. Manager Ademar Albertin will tell you all about this program. But before we start, I would like to let you know that we are recording this session. Next, we will receive the recording by email. You are all on mute, so you may think you're on your own in this webinar, but you're not. There's lots of people here. If you have a question, you can use the chat function that you can find on the right below. Ademar?
Thank you. I would like to say hi to everyone that is here together with us in our second webinar of the day. Today we are going to present the Agile Scrum Product Owner program that was developed with a lot of international partners. So we are very proud of that because we had partners from North America, Latin America, European countries, Asia, Japan, and so on. So this is a really international model, and we are very proud of the results that we achieved during this partnership with a lot of ATOs. Now today we are here to talk about what it is the program. So then I'm going to cover also what is the Agile Scrum, so what it means to become a product owner, how to create the awareness to your customer database, and what it is our major USPs. So I'm going to explain also what it is our major comparison between us, EXIN, and our competitors, so you will be able to position the product itself to your customers, and how to structure your Agile Scrum sales package and some sales tips that it's important for you to know when you consider to offer to your customers. Just to warm up our webinar, I'm going to start with the ECF explanation that, as you already know, ECF is our major framework of competence that we use to map all our programs. So you can see here in this visual that I'm showing you all the EXIN modules and programs, and all our modules and programs are mapped against all the competence that is available on the ECF in its version. The Agile Scrum, it's inside the manage phase, so this represents that Agile Scrum is more related with management part inside the companies and activities and competencies, but performing relationship with other different areas too. So then you can see that there is programs related in the run and in the build, and then also in the plan. So if you want to understand better what it is the relationship with Agile Scrum, please do not hesitate to consult EXIN.com website. Also receive a different name that we use to call the program. So for Agile Scrum, as we base inside the agility and provide the right flexibility to the projects, then we created the name as Certified Flexibility. So this means that when we talk about Scrum, we are going always to talk about the flexibility for the programs, for the projects, for the services that it's being necessary and required for worldwide companies. Now, before we start the topic of what it means to become a product owner, I'm going to explain to you why companies are adopting more and more agile programs inside the business. Basically, usually organizations want to increase their productivity levels and decrease their costs in their operations, especially in the product field. They want to increase their productivity while they decrease their costs. Basically, because projects, they are requiring a lot of effort, resources, and money to guarantee that the goal of the project is going to be achieved by organization. But usually organizations, they get a little bit satisfied when the project do not reach the goal and mainly the target date that was promised of the project. When we talk about adopt agile, this has a little bit of change. Do agile, it's about change the approach of the project, and it's about change the mindset of the company and the split the technologies that is being required by the business to deliver every single time a new functionality that it's working, tested, and to continuously have a feedback. So this, we increase our learn curve. So the employees get more engagement with the projects. They increase the satisfaction. They can speed up the time to go to the market, and the product and or the service gets more quality when the project comes to an end. And additionally, stakeholders get more satisfied because they are being involved in all stages of the project when we change or move to agile mindset. So what we're doing right now using the traditional approach is not going to work anymore for a long time. So more and more companies are looking forward to adopt agile in their companies. But it is the core principles related with agile. What that is going to be for changes are going to happen inside every single project that exists in this world. What means that? Once we start to have a project inside a company, very often stakeholders or the customers, they ask to change one thing or another. Sometimes it's minor, sometimes it's major, but have to measure and understand what it is the business needs and adapt the project, the resources to see that we're going to deliver something that's going to be valuable to the customer. When we compare, for example, traditional approach for the project management and agile approach for project management, then we are going to notice that in the agile, we already know and expect that change is going to happen. When for the traditional approach, we expect that some change is going to happen, but it's not easy change the product or the service that it's being developed. I'll explain later why this. I just touch base about the receive and the give feedback. This is really important to increase the learning curve of the development teams or the operational teams that it's involved in delivery, and that the product is being built according with the company or customer needs. Otherwise, we are not going to have 100% of sure that we are going to deliver or we are going to provide a valuable product to the customer. And so it's about to deliver something working only in the end of the product or the project, because customers, they do not want to wait, for example, 6 months or 1 year to receive something working to pass to work or to go to the market. More, they are asking for parts or some working, at least go to the market and have something back. In other words, they want to receive a return of the investment in an advanced way, not only the project finish. And it's not important, but with the feedback, with the deliverables that we are doing, with the functionality that is being delivered, with the continuous delivery, we are going to learn. We are going to improve more and more in every single sprint that is being performed by the operational or development teams. So, all these principles and companies' needs nowadays, what it means to become a product owner, what it is the main role of the product owner in all these concepts. The owner is going to become the bridge between customer stakeholders and the Agile Scrum team. So this means that they represent the customer. They should have the authority and represent the voice of the customer to explain exactly what it is going to be necessary to be delivered by the development team. But the product owner, it's a person that is a technical person. The product owner is a person that understands the business language, but not the technical language. The technical language belongs to the technical teams that it's called operational teams or development teams that it's working on the sprints. Product owner, it's not the manager of the development teams. He is going to be the responsible only provide what it is the needs, and to help the development teams or operational teams to understand what is the needs of the business. So, we talk about product owner, we are talking about business and a technical aspect. So, what's a PO by day? So usually the product is going to be responsible to create a product vision, to organize and to provide the right priority for the product backlog. So this means that the product owner is going to provide the direction about which kind of items product backlog have a major priority than others. What means that it means that it's inside the product backlog. They are going to help to plan the releases in bid with customers, users, and other stakeholders, manage the budget that it's allocated to the project, prepare the product launch together with marketing departments and create a good and great strategy to be successful on that, attend Scrum meetings, and collaborate with the development teams or operational teams. Here that there's not a single technical activity. We were a little bit worried about which kind of competences we are going to select to be tested and to be developed inside your actually and trainings and our exams related with the PO. And after a lot of discussions with our partners that attended our development of this model, selected the level management, product service planning, architecture designer, application design, needs identification, project and portfolio management, relationship management, and business change management. So you can see that every single competence here is directly linked with the main activities that belong to a product owner. There is no competence that it's not related or that it's not necessary. So this means that a professional, a candidate that go for your training inside your company, and if you're accredited by us, then you are going to guarantee for their companies that the professional is going to develop all this list of the competences. Why they're going to develop these competences? Because we created what we call practical assignments. And inside training, all HEOs is going to run and deliver practical assignments to guarantee that professionals, they will look at least some activities about what it is the PO. We are to test their competences, their skills, to guarantee that in the end of the training, they can apply this knowledge inside their companies. So, this mapping and define this competence, it reflected practically inside the practical assignments that was developed by the partners. So, could you, if you are interested in to know more about what is the practical assignments, then you can send a message to us in the end of the webinar that then later we can provide more explanation about it. Once we received it from our candidates after our program became live, it was that you now have the product certification, but I already have the master. What the main difference? Become certified or play the role as a Scrum Master and play the role as a Scrum Product Owner. So the explanation. When you are the Scrum Master, so that means that you are the leader of the Scrum team with me, the development teams or the operational teams, but you are not their manager. You are to lead them without the leadership. Basically, you are a servant leader. You have to play the role to facilitate the activities and remove any kind of barrier that can exist in their days. You, as a Scrum Master, is going to be the responsible to coach them to understand what it is the business needs and then guide them through the process. And product owner is going to be the bridge between cost stakeholders, marketing departments, and development team. Usually, Scrum Masters and product owner, they are going to have a good relationship because the master is going to take care of the development team. The product owner is going to provide the vision, the direction of where the project have to go, what to have developed first or in advance, or what it is the priority. So the master, it's motivated with a servant leader, and product owner, it's more with the voice of the customer. So in one hand, in the master, I have a person that is more technical, a coach, a servant leader. And the other, I have someone that is truly related with business, that do not understand too much about what's going to be necessary to achieve the goals. They define the priorities. They know how to control the budget, but don't have a clue about how to facilitate the agile teams that is involved in the project. So every single company have Agile Scrum implemented or it's aiming to implement, they have to have both roles inside the company. It's impossible to have the master without the product owner and the other way around. So true inside every single company that wants to move forward for Agile Scrum mindset. So what it is the scope of the certification of the product owner? The certification of the product owner will cover everything that is necessary to guarantee that professionals are tested, are developed around the base value, what it is to understand the bridge between the business and the agile teams, and represent the course inside the organization and to provide the most value that is possible for every single product or service that is being built by agile team. In the past, we had a great doubt about we're going to cover the traditional product life cycle or we're going also to cover the life cycle. More organizations they're using agile. Doesn't matter if they are a traditional software factory or a service provider. Even service providers that provide like IT services, the traditional ones, they are adopting agile to support and to provide more agility into their business, into their operation. So they are doing the IT service management with agile. And 2 months ago, we did a survey related with Scion, that is the Service Integration and Management that we launched 2 months ago, the program. But we did a survey that we asked to our candidates and ATOs worldwide. That was about 3,800 persons attending the survey. Okay, we would like to know if you already use a service management practice, doesn't matter if it is related with I2 or ISO 20K. 85% of them, they said, yes, we are using. 60% of them said, we are using. And we asked for how long? And more of them said, we are using for more than 10 years. And we asked, not using, but are using only IT service management, or you are integrating your IT service management with other practices. 85% of them said we are using IT service management integrated with other practices. And what the most used it was Agile Scrum. So this we considered to also the service approach inside the product owner. So this means that a traditional product is going to understand the product life cycle. In the EXIN model, we're going to understand not only the product, but also the service. And guarantee that we were in the right way. We did a survey related only with the product owner last year. And to our candidates that are already certified as foundation or master, and to our partners that is accredited with us. The results, it was really impressive that we get very, very happy with the answers that we received. The main results I'm going to display for you. That is more than 6% of the respondents confirm they want to do product owner training and certification. Means that candidates and partners, they are interested in to have the product owner inside their companies or to have the certification. And then more than 74% of the respondents prefer not to have the foundation as pre-requirements. Isn't it that if for our master, for Agile Scrum Master model, function, it's mandable, but not a pre-requirement. So if you are a candidate, you can go directly for the master level. But the product owner, this is also true. You can go directly for the product owner. But of course, if you do not have any kind of knowledge, it's recommended that you go for the foundation first. More 50% of the partners prefer to have a bridge option for the product owner exam. So this means that we listen to that. If you have already candidates that are already certified as a Agile Scrum Master from EXIN, will be a bridge available that your candidate or the professional can go directly only for the product owner master bridge. Then with a half of training, a half exam, they're to become certified as product owner. But you can ask me, why did that? It's simple. It does have an overlap of content between the Agile Scrum Master and the Agile Scrum Product Owner. So to create the bridge, we remove the content that there is an overlap, and we consider it only the content related only with the product owner specifically. So candidates certified by EXIN, they go for the Agile Scrum Master for 2 days of training, and then also 1 day for the product owner, and then in 3 days they achieve both certification during a week. But I'm going to explain better these models and show to you the major comparison. For it's important for you to understand that we have the product plus the product owner bridge. And then we created this based on a survey that we did with the customers, with the professionals in the market, and listen this from you. Also asked about what is how it is the behavior, the transition from candidates, professionals in the market that already or play the role as a Scrum Master and to become product owner. As part of the respondents, they say that it's more easy and it's more common if one that is certified or play the role as master to become a product owner. Because we're talking about move from the technical part to the business part. But the other way around, this is not true at all. Because we asked also, if you are PO, can you become a Scrum Master? They say definitely not. Because if you are a business person, it's more tough to become a technical person. But if you compare the behavior from the market and from the professionals, a lot of business persons nowadays in the IT field, they come from the technical field. So created new skills, develop themselves, and then they become more related with the business part. So we created the bridge from the master to owner, but not the product owner to the master level. Now, to explain to you how to target a little bit your target group. More often, especially in the Americas, we are going to face a lot of different professionals that already have a lot of knowledge in the waterfall traditional approach of the project management. This is normal because this is what they knew from the past, this is what they learned from the past, and this is what the companies were using from several years. But nowadays, companies are changing the behavior to become more agile, more adaptive, more flexible to its business. So when we speak with the professionals to understand what it is their pain areas and to show to them what it is the main advantages and disadvantages between one thing and another, are listed here on my slide that you can see, and I'm going to explain to you what is the main comparison that we have. Talk about waterfall. The disadvantages are change can happen. Yes, can happen. Definitely happen. There's of course, procedures. There is chapters written already about how to deal with the change and what it is the procedure that usually it's recommended to be used. But the changes are not so easy to be accommodated. But with Agile, we all know that the change is going to happen. We are already prepared for that. We learned while delivering the project the sprint approach that we have for every single project. So every single iteration with the customer and developing something, we are learning something new. We are achieving the project. And with the backlog priority, we're going to define what it is the priority, what it is not the priority. Maybe something that is priority in the beginning could be not in the middle of the project, and then we can change. Or something that is not priority then can become priority with a major priority. So we have to learn, we have to understand what it is the business needs, and then create the right environment to deliver what it is necessary. And with the waterfall methodology, we cannot do that. With Agile, we can deliver a product in every single iteration. With the waterfall methodology, we can only deliver something working in the end of the project. And then with the waterfall, we have to understand what is the major requirements since the beginning of the project. But it's a little bit complicated because sometimes even the customer doesn't have a clue about what it is final product that they wish for. And with the Agile methodology, then we can receive feedback and continuously deliver to increase our learning curve and continuously improve to guarantee that we are going to deliver exactly what it is necessary to the business. And always we're delivering something working that can be tested and used by our customers. So these are simple main disadvantages and advantages between waterfall and Agile. We receive a lot of questions out. We are covering the IT service management part inside the Agile program. It's simple. Because most part of the organizations in this world, they use already IT service management for more than 10 years. They already did a lot of investment in the field. Could be with training, with education, with tools, with processes. Could be in a lot of different areas. But part of the big, huge companies, they already use IT service management. And in the past, it was used more with software development companies. Nowadays, this changed. Not only companies that is related with software, it's using Agile. The companies that provide services, they also using Agile. So IT service management cannot be ignored at all, even for the professionals, because a professional that understand about IT service management to understand how to integrate one methodology with another practice, they have to understand from both words to then combine and to create a company process and to continuously improve their process and their learning inside, and not only use the Agile for products, but also for the services. And here, I provide to you a simple example of how ASM can be used integrated with Agile in a simple way. And this doesn't mean that the candidate that is attending your Agile training that did by EXIN needs to know about IT service management in advance. It's just a basic concept that is going to be covered inside the training and that's going to be tested, of course, inside the exam. But it's a simple scenario that we are going to provide, at least to give some insights and more in a way more practical than theoretical. Because usually we receive some questions about, okay, understood that you are going to deliver in that, but how you are going to test that? Then we created questions to guarantee that the integration is being clear to all the parties. So here, in this example, this can happen in every single company, and you don't need to understand from service management in advance to understand this example. So I'm going to explain to you that a customer, a user, just have a problem. They are facing some notebook or server application, doesn't matter what it is, and then they are going to call to the service desk or to the call center. Doesn't matter which kind of name the company is using, but they are going to call to a single point contact. And then this single point of contact that usually often we call as service desk is going to understand what's happening. They are going to register all the information, and then they are going to send to operational teams. The operational teams is going to perform analysis, and they're going to understand that a change is going to be necessary. So they have to fulfill what we call request for change, because they need to change the system to fix the problem or to support the request from the customer. Then, proceed with this change, they need to get some kind of approval of what we call the change advisory board. And then, after this approval, they are going to be able to design everything, to plan everything, and to implement everything. This is the traditional way to do the things. But then when we use IT service management together with Agile, this is an approach that can be usefully in practice, but of course, this is only an example. Okay? So change advisory meeting can be used to prioritize the product backlog that is there inside a company together with the development team. So this means that I'm not going to ignore the change management process that is being used already inside a company. I'm not going to change the process. I'm going to change the approach that is being used inside the process. And we instead use the regular request for change form. I'm going to change for the user histories or story points from Agile. Then I'm going to reduce the number of documentation, and then I'm going to become more efficient in meeting. And then the change manager is going to become more a Scrum Master than a traditional change manager. Then the change manager, lead as a Scrum Master, is have the role to more facilitate the change than to create barriers to the change. Then with all the learning that we are having, we're using the continuously service improvement process, we are going to use to improve the approach and the processes and the products that is being delivered to the customer. So it's only a simple example that I'd like to show to you, demonstrate how IT service management and Agile can exist inside a company, and can be used also to show to your candidates, your professionals, that one word is not going to exist without another. Both be used together inside a company. To explain to you, it is the program that we have nowadays. Some years ago, if I'm not wrong, 4 or 5 years ago, we were live with the Agile Scrum Foundation. That is, it is our first model related with Agile. The Agile Scrum Foundation, it was built based on the main concepts of Agile, but represents only the foundation model. It's more theoretical, it's not so much practical. This is normal because this means that the candidates can understand, recognize, and they can prove that they can understand basic concepts of Agile. But those candidates or professionals that need to play the role as an Agile Scrum Master or Project Owner, now we have the advanced models. In advanced models, they are more theoretical, more practical. With this, we also have the practical assignments, that is a component of the training that have to be delivered for the candidates to guarantee that they are going to develop the competencies and they are going to be able not only to understand the concepts, but they are going to be able to put in practice inside the company. So this means that during the training, every single candidate, they are going to receive the practical assignment that have to be performed together with the trainer, or learn as a homework. Then the other, you are going to decide by yourself. Through master level and for the product owner. For the foundation level, this is not going to exist. It's vocal, and the requirements to become certified by us. The candidate go to the Scrum Master or for the product owner, they are going to receive more knowledge than is necessary to run and to understand only the role. We are going to provide the knowledge and the competences. So it's only about to test inside the exam. It's about the development of the competence. This is really important for you to understand when you are in the sales process, and then for the professionals to understand what it is, one of the major USPs that we have inside the program. Then for those that are already certified as a master or looking forward to become certified as a master and a product owner, we have here in the middle the Agile Scrum Product Bridge, that it's only available for those that is already certified as the Scrum Master. So there is a pre-requirement. But hold the foundation certification, it's not a pre-requirement to go for the master and for the product owner. The only it is to perform the bridge, the product bridge, is required to have the Agile Scrum Master. I would like to share with you a certification landscape, or you can call it a comparison with our competitors. We have that it's best than within, or what it is the main difference. You can understand here together with me right now. So then, here the first topic, that is the easy side entry. Means that they can start on the foundation, in master, or in the product owner. They are not obligated to go for a model first, then to another model in advance. So they have the freedom to choose which kind of model it's going to be more suitable to them. So it means the easy side entry for the program and for the certification. At X also provide a easy side entry. Scrum.org did not provide that. PMI not, and Scrum Study provided. Have the multiple level certification program, and nowadays have the foundation model plus the Scrum Master plus the product owner. Scrum Alliance also have different models. Only PMI that doesn't have. The PMI only have a unique model available in the market. For advanced levels, Master and Product Owner, and including the bridge, have the practical assignments to develop not only the knowledge but including the competence. EXIN is the only EI that has this. And EXIN is the only EI that provides a bridge for those that want to hold both certifications, Master and PO. Our exam is available in multiple languages, so if you are a candidate that is located in North America or in an English country, then you can do your exam in English. If you are located in a country that speaks Spanish, then our exam is available in Spanish. If you're located in Germany or in Austria, then you can do in German. If you're located in Brazil, then you can do in Portuguese and a lot of different languages that is available in the market. Only, if I'm not wrong, Scrum Alliance nowadays have one more language, and Scrum Study have at least one more language. So if you go for other competitors, it's only available in English. And when touch the base that you are going to be assessed, you have to go further for an exam. It's better to do in your local language than in English. So we provide and we understand that need. So we provide localization of our exams. And the product owner, this is not going to be different. We are already performing several number of localizations. So soon we are going to receive some news from us that the product owner also is available in your local language. Also provide any scheme for accreditation, not only for organizations, but also for the training material and for the training and trainer. Sorry. Means that when a company performs an accreditation process, this means that we are going to evaluate the quality of the company, training material, plus the trainer. So this wins a certain level of assurance for the candidate professional that is looking forward for our training, for our partners training. So this, what's happened when a company is not accredited. We cannot guarantee any kind of quality. We cannot guarantee competence development, and we cannot guarantee the applicability of the training and the competence inside the market needs. It's important to have a one scheme available for all the types and parts and components of the training delivered. This means that our competitors, they provide, for example, accreditations usually often for the trainer, but not for the organization, or not for training material. There is not a check against what it is to be required to deliver a good training inside the market. So this is like a quality label and a good level of assurance professionals inside the market. Then the charts any kind of fees related with recertification. So once a candidate is approved in our exams, they are approved. We are going to charge anything extra for the candidate to hold the certification. Our price is competitive, and even more now with the product owner program, because if you are a training provider company that wants to offer the Agile Scrum Master plus the product owner bridge, so this means that for the bridge exam, as it is bridge exam and the training, you are going to pay half the price of the regular exam. So this means that candidates also is going to pay half the price of the exams and the training, because it's not about 2 days training, it's about 1 day training. So it means that you can create a better offer to the market to become more competitive without lose the quality of your training. We provide all the freedom of providers that is necessary. You can develop your training material. You can from a third party the training material. You can use the model that is more suitable for you and for your company. So you have the freedom that is necessary. We are not going to lock in you in accessing. You're free to use the model that is more suitable to you. And if you already know, during the last year, EXIN developed the DevOps Master Level certification. That is the highest level of the DevOps in the market nowadays. It's the most respected certification. And Agile is also part of the entry side of the DevOps. So all the candidates that is looking forward to become certified as DevOps Master, they have to go first for the Agile trainings and certifications to understand at least what the mindset of to be flexible and to change the culture and the mindset inside a company. So you can use also Agile as an entry side for the DevOps certification if you are already offering or planning to offer inside your market, and only EXIN can have and offer this integration of certifications. Program in the past could be suitable only usually for software development and IT service management. But with the product owner model, nowadays more and more business management are more than welcome inside program, because we're not only covering the technical or the leadership part, we are also covering the business part. So when we look for the audience for this group of program, it's really huge, because if I look for the IT service management community, it's a lot of professionals. If I look for the project management professionals, it's a lot of professionals. Software developers, off. And then nowadays, we also have the business management persons and target group. Benefit for you to become accredited by EXIN into this program. First, you need to have a completely set of Agile Scrum certification. We are also cover not only Agile or Scrum. We cover both methodologies, both practices inside a unique training and program. We have the practical assignments for the master level and for the product owner. We have the flexibility that is necessary for your candidates and professionals. So if you have a candidate that only wants the master, we have the program. Only PO, we have the program. Everything, we have the program. So it's with you and together with your candidates and customers to understand how to build your own offer. If you want it, of course, you can develop your training material and become accredited, or to use our ACPs that is accredited with us, how you can use it. Agile program is also part of the EXIN Integrator program that have a certification that is related with Agile Prince 2 plus IT Service Management that's also available. For you to understand more about what it is the EXIN Integrator program, please access exin.com to understand better of that. And then EXIN is the only AI that provides a bridge exam between Agile Scrum Master and the Product Owner. Any other of competitors can offer this. Then we talk about, okay, it's a good program, but is there demand for product owner inside the market? And then my answer for you is going to be definitely there is. Here you are going to see a snapshot that I got from Google Trends. It's a tool that is available and for free. You can use by yourself. Basically, you just need to open your browser, type Google Trends, and then you can type by yourself Scrum Master or Product Owner. We're going to see the comparison worldwide about what it is, the trends that is happening inside this. Then you can see here in my snapshot that is an increasing volume of person that is more and more interested about Scrum Master and the Product Owner. Usually they type about what it is the best practice, what it is the methodology, what is the certifications, how to become certified, and so on. So this means that companies, they're looking forward for that. So if you ask to me, there are demand in the market, my answer for you is going to be definitely there. 5 years ago, it was less, but now more and more, this is going to increase. Okay, understood. But companies are looking for professionals with this kind of skills and knowledge. That there is. Here also, there's a snapshot from LinkedIn that I took first. They are going to see a lot of jobs that was being offered only in a week. So the numbers is not about a year or a month. It's about only a single week. You see that, for example, in USA we have more than 3,000 jobs offered related with product owner. And we have more than 400. Brazil, 100. Germany, 800. Spain, 97. India, 600 plus. So there is a lot of jobs being offered by companies that is looking forward to have the product owner inside their companies. So again, if the demand, definitely there is, not only by professionals, but also from companies. To understand better, what is the main comparison between product owner, the full model, and Agile Scrum Product Owner, the bridge? When we talk about the full model, it's about 2 full days training. One bridge, it's about 1 full day training. Product owner, the completely model, there is no pre-requirements. For the bridge, we have the Scrum Master as a pre-requirement, not only the training, but the certification. The candidate can go for the training, but a candidate go for the bridge exam without hold Agile Scrum Master certification, they are not going to receive the Product Owner certification, even if they pass. We need to hold the certification until they have performed successfully the Agile Scrum Master certification. The Agile Scrum Product Owner have a full exam and a price, and the bridge have half of the exam questions and, of course, half of the price. But for both models, doesn't matter if it is the bridge or the full model, we have the full and completely practical assignment, and then sample exam is also available for both models. And it doesn't matter if a candidate performs the full model and the full exam or the bridge exam, in the end, candidate that is being approved successfully, they are going to receive the same certification that is going to be called as EXIN Agile Scrum Product Owner. In the certification, it's not going to be written bridge exam, it's going to be written only Product Owner. So we are going to defer one candidate to a candidate. There's some scenarios for you to going to better understand how to create your offer to the market. So on my first scenario, in a situation that a candidate do not hold any Agile Scrum certification or knowledge and wants to become certified only as a Scrum Master. So the foundation model, it's rented, but it's not mandatory. And then only the Scrum Master and certification, it's going to be mandatory and required for the candidate. On my second scenario, candidate do not hold any kind of Agile Scrum certification or knowledge and wants to become certified only as Agile Scrum Product Owner. Again, the foundation model is recommended but not mandatory. But the full model of the Agile Scrum Product Owner, the plus the exam is going to be mandatory. Then, three, candidates have knowledge of Agile Scrum or holds the foundation certificate and want to become certified as Master plus Product Owner. Then, if applicable, you can foundation, but it's only recommended. It's not mandatory. Then the candidate can go directly for the Agile Scrum Master, and then the candidate go later for the Agile Scrum Product Owner, the bridge version, not complete, because we are going to use the knowledge that it's outside the Agile Scrum Master to only provide what it is necessary to become a product owner. So it's going to be possible to do the bridge exam. 4. I can't have the knowledge of Agile Scrum. Hosts the Agile Scrum Master, certification from EXIN, and wants to become certified as a product owner. So only the bridge training and exam is going to be required. Looking for the training company's agenda, you can, for example, like this. You have, for example, here 4 different target groups. The first one only wants to have the foundation, the green one. Then the purple one wants to have the foundation plus the master. The foundation plus product owner. And the green one wants to have all certifications. The first week, for example, you can deliver the Agile Scrum Foundation training plus the exam. And then during the second week, you are to take only those that want the foundation plus master plus the all. And then you are going to deliver the Agile Scrum Master. And during the last week, you are provide for those that want the foundation plus product owner, plus those candidates that want all. And then you are going to deliver the Agile Scrum Product Owner. Of course, this is only a first initial idea, but there's at least 3 different ways to organize agendas to that's going to be suitable for all your target groups. But of course, you need to understand how you are going to offer first, and then you are going to organize your training agenda. That I could be able to explain to you everything about our model of the product owner and touch all the subjects that you would like to hear. But of course, I'm here for your questions. So please, if you have any kind of doubts or question, please let me know. Then I'm going to provide the answer to you.
Thank you. Please type your questions via the chat, and then we will go through them. I've received a few questions already while you were talking. Question. You mentioned ITSM. Do candidates need knowledge of ITSM?
Not required that candidates have any kind of IT service management knowledge. The knowledge that it's going to be necessary, it's inside the program, the training, and the exam. So it's not required that candidates hold any kind of certification or knowledge in advance.
Okay. Next question. Can you explain a bit more about the practical assignments?
Yeah, they reflect some situations that can happen inside the companies if you play that role, especially, for example, product owner or master, and link it directly with the ECF competences. So created some kind of scenarios that have to be used inside the training as practical exercises that the trainer is going to perform together with the candidates. But of course, if the training company says, I'm not going to use inside classroom, I'm going to use like in a virtual environment, it's also possible. And it's also possible to use it as a homework to be corrected during the next days, the training or later of the training.
If ITIL qualification or ITSM qualification, there is a shorter route for Agile Product Owner?
No, it's not a short route because actually the product owner, it was built already in a shortcut. So if you are certified or not in ITSM and want to become a product owner, you can go directly for the product owner. So
okay. Foundation is not mandatory. Candidate will need Scrum experience.
It's it's not required experience because the first model of master and project owner, we touched the base about the basic concepts of agile and the Scrum. So if a candidate does not have a pre-knowledge, it's going to be fulfilled during the first hour of the training.
You get points for PMI through the Agile certificates.
Of question. I have to confess that I don't know this answer. I'm going to ask to Vivian take your name to check you and provide you the answer. But if I'm not wrong, with the certification, I'm not sure, but with the training, usually companies that have some kind of association with PMI, they provide the PDUs, something like that.
Yeah, I remember from, I think, the print exams that the exam itself does not provide any points. The training does. But I will check this for you, Diljana, and then I will get back to you about the points. Of course, everybody's also free to check this with PMI. Does the normal accreditation process apply?
Yes.
Normal process. And is the exam available in Spanish?
Available soon.
I checked the website. Saw the flags, but I'm not sure if they're correct. But I see English, Dutch, French, German, Brazilian, Portuguese, and Latin American Spanish.
Yeah, we have only one Spanish available for foundation and a master. For the product owner, we are performing the localizations right now, so sooner they are going to listen from us the of other languages than English.
All right. Thank you. I see no more questions. So to the end of the webinar, Ademar, thank you very much for your information.
You're welcome.
And all the delegates, thank you very much for your time and attention. Again, you will receive the record this webinar next week. If you have any other questions, send an email to marketing, and otherwise you can always contact your local sales representative of EXIN. I hope to see you again next time in another webinar, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.